went to the Nino Egan stream, expecting to see Nino Egan. Little did I know, it wasn't Nino streaming. It was Larry. Hi guys. Am I late? No! Ah! Hi. Where am I? I did not know I was muted. Wait, am I muted? Am I? Meow? Not anymore. Hi. Okay, you guys can't make me laugh today because I'm gonna blow your ear out. You're Goog now? Okay, good. Good. Hello. You're Gog now. No, I don't want to be Gog. Ah, she's in my ear. Not gonna lie, you guys, my voice is a little bit dead from yesterday. We had a long stream yesterday. Pick an ear, Nino, please. You want me to stay in one ear the whole time? Is the popping really bad? Let me know. I need to I was trying to play with it, but it might still be not very good. The popping is bad? Okay. How is this? Pop. Maybe I needed to put a condenser on this. You do need a pop filter? Hold on. Let me see if I still have my old one. One second. Can you hear me if I'm over here? Well, guys, I think it's doomed. I'll just speak really quietly and kind of far from the mic, or as close as I can get without killing you guys. Sorry, I don't have a pop filter. Yeah, I'm getting the loud side now. Anyways, me when I'm not an ASMR artist. Hold on, let me greet everybody. I think you should scream into the mic for fun. You think so? You think so? Oh wait! This is... Wait. What? Where am I? pasta. Yes, my VOD VGM is not on. Okay. Okay, sorry. I need to be normal, okay? Today I'm taking this seriously. I want this to be I want this to be good ASMR. Me when I'm failing already. Where are you guys? Okay. I'm gonna greet everybody, okay? Let me know if I'm ever too quiet or too in your ear or too poppy. Poppy, poppy, poppy? Poppy, poppy, poppy? Do tell. Or if the music is too loud still. The things in the background. VTuber Toe Sucker, thank you so much for calling the haunted hotline. I'm going to kill you. Hello Deswide. Hello Loki. Hello The Only Table. Hello Curran. Hello Asuccessor. Hello August. Hello Oimo. Hello Inhoso. Hello Moose. Are there any poop creepypastas? Wait, we should totally look for those. We should look. I think that'd be funny. But also, I have some picked out that I don't know if they're actually that good, because some of them I haven't read. But we can also read some classics. And yeah. I also have some funny 2-sentence horror stories we could read. And hello to Ratty. Don't listen to the proud note at 3 a.m. Ooh. Hello A6 again. Hello Quappa. Hello Arden. The shit your pants, man. No! Hi Oimo. I think I already said hi, but hello. Hello Time to Donk. Hello Curran. Hello Mac. Hello Bucci. Hello Tangyo. Hello Lucifer. Hello Scroop. Hello Arga. Oh my god, the popping might be bad. Hello Nanya. Hello Nitro. Hello Bochi. Hello Yamas. Hello Thoth Frog. Hello, hello. Hello an artist Dan. Hello. Hello Beru. And hello to I'm shaking and peeing. Don't do that. Hi Ronan. And hello to the Beyond. They're doing this to be at work tomorrow? Hell yeah they are. Hi Eds. Were your teeth so bad that you needed that thing? No! Dummy. Hello. Ugh, don't make me register. Hello. Hello to Scroop. Hello Onibo. And hello to little did you know, right behind her was the scary socks man. No! Me and I put on my socks right before the stream. Let's fucking go! Hi Nozo! And hi, Virtual! And hi Zins! Hello, hello. Okay, I'm sorry. God, it's like every fiber of my being is going to like explode out of me at any second. You guys can't make fart and poop jokes, okay? It's gonna make me laugh. Specifically, Ed said fats and fear. Holy. Okay. I'm composing myself. Hi Arturia! Hello! And hello to Masonic, hello. Bananero, hello. Shut up. This is so stressful. Nina, did you hit level 50? No, I didn't! I didn't! And I think I'm too late. I think I only have 1 hour left. Alright guys, quick Echo Phillips stream time. Sorry. Hi Arserv, hello. And hello to Lavos or Lavos, hello, hello. Welcome in, it's nice to meet you. And hello to everyone. Hi Juliano. Nina, you shouldn't play with this thing. I woke up here, guys. I was strapped into this thing and was told that if I don't give you guys good ASMR, I'm gonna die. I'm fucking dead, dog. I'm dead. Hi, Brutal Hand. Are you using an ASMR mic? I am. I'm using the Rode M5 dual microphones. Can you hear me? Am I in your ear? Thing in your head looks dangerous. I hope you have the key. I do not. Okay, I think it's better if I like slightly angle my face away from the microphones, maybe? How does it sound? How does it sound? I forgot to look back at my VOD and see like how sensitive the microphone is when I was doing the Dark Souls thing. Because for me it sounds pretty muffled and almost like nothing. But maybe it sounds different for you. It was nice of you to stream your impending death. So true. Sounds great besides the pops, to be honest. Are the pops better when I'm like this, maybe? SnowXFall, hello! I came in ready to say that I didn't think you were the kind of girl who would do this kind of thing, but then I saw that on your head it suddenly started making sense. Dude, like ASMR? Kinda turn you up a bit, but it sounds alright. Okay, man. Yeah, okay, man. Well, I'm glad that it's okay. I'm glad it's like sort of okay. Today's stream is probably going to be a little bit, shorter. Meow. Hi, Miss. Nina seems like an ASMR girly. I want to be an ASMR girly. I want to be. I want to be good at ASMR because I myself really like ASMR. But, this shit's hard. Hold on. Also, my voice is kind of weak today, so... Meow! Sorry if I have to mute every so often to clear my throat, I think. Unless you want me to, like, old man throat clearing in your ear or something. Hi, Ken! Hello! Meow, meow. Yeah, yesterday's was really long, but we freaking did it. That's part of the experience? What, the throat clearing? What if I did it like really gross and old man-like, though? Like, what if it was like... Well, I'm not gonna demonstrate. I'm not gonna demonstrate, but... Don't kink shame? What do you mean, don't kink shame? That is not a kink, I think. Meow. Oi. Oi, oi, oi. Anime girls don't say meow, they say nya. See? Nya. I'm gonna kill you, man. Ratty loves old men, I guess. So true. So damn true. We're learning all kinds of things about each other today. I need a drink of tea. Hold on. Can you hear my loud ass swallow? Okay, I don't know where to start. If you guys also have some short horror stories. You guys can give in to me if you like. We could start with the 2-sentence horror stories. Just to start. I thought they were silly. Did you grab some from No Sleep? Okay. The freaking most of the ones that I grabbed. Okay, I'll tell you the ones that I grabbed. I grabbed from Creepypasta Stories and also creepypasta.com. I got Rope, which I think I've read before and I liked, but I might be wrong about that. And then I also grabbed Herobrine because I thought it'd be funny. And then this one is like kind of long. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but I haven't, and it was one of the most popular ones on the website. It's called the James Curry Film. Do you know what it is? I don't know what it is. So I figured we'd find out together. But it is 17 minutes of reading long. So I'm gonna have to lock in. I know nothing about creepypastas. Me neither. Or, well, I used to read them like all the time as a kid, but it's been a long time. I was like, should we revisit the classics like Ben Drowned or like Lavender Town, or do we want to read like things that are new to us? I don't know. A lot of the old creepypastas that I used to really like are absolute dog shit. So, are those really stories? Yeah. Yeah, The Rake. We could read The Rake. Chroma always tells me that I look like The Rake. So, maybe we could read that. It's called Creepypasta because it's a copy and paste story? I did not know that. Actually, I feel like that's like... I don't know. Actually, I was gonna say like maybe I knew that, but I guess I never questioned why it's called creepypasta. I love how creepypasta not only does still exist, but the website still looks roughly the same. Yeah, it's so soulful. Also, I think it's funny that the most popular creepypastas have remained the same as like many years ago. Like still one of the top stories is like Jeff the Killer, which we are not reading. I know that I put it in the thumbnail, but we're not reading Jeff the Killer. That story is so ass. I think people are making new ones, right? Or at the very least, people are still writing short horror stories. She hates Jeff the Killer. I like Jeff the Killer, but not the story. Have you ever read the story? Maybe I could read it to you guys. It's so bad. Maybe if you haven't read it... How is he gonna Jeff the Kill us then? Okay, fine, we'll read Jeff the Killer. Yeah, it's really silly. We can read it, I suppose. Anyways, I don't know what the James Curry film is, but I think like an actual movie's being made. And of course I want to read Squidward's Suicide. And then I figured we would just scroll through the 2-sentence horror story, like Reddit. And then we'd read some of them. Also, how do we feel about the BGM? Do you guys want the ambiance and the BGM when I read, or do you want like none of that? I kind of like it. Also, hi Night Brutus, hello. It's nice? Okay. I think so too. I I thought Nina was going to try to kill us. You could put on that dementia album that slowly degrades as it goes on. Wait, that's literally what we're listening to. Everything, everywhere, at the end of time. Are we just listening to stage 1? Yeah, I figured that as we go on it'll degrade more and more. Nino, your peak. Meow. It's kind of a throwback, right? Okay, we'll keep the ambiance then. Sorry if my voice is a little scratchy today too. Also, can you hear this? Does this sound like anything for you? OMG! It's the Presta Heko! Hello! I also like tapping. Maybe I can grab another book. Hold on. Better tapping? We're reading. Wait, maybe I can get Mimo to give you guys ASMR too. Hold on. Can you hear him? Super cute, super cute. Birds that shake the earth. My stupid, like. That's gonna be you at the end of this. Go to sleep. Okay, do we want to start with Jeff the Killer? Hi, Base Topper. Hello. I think we need Jeff the Killer to Jeff the Kills us. Or should we save that for the end? It's kind of a long story, so we'd have to really lock in. 23 minutes. I thought you weren't gonna read it. Yeah, but did you hear me reading you guys being like, oh, why not? Why not? And then I said, okay, maybe we could read it. I don't know, do you guys want to? We can read something. Let's read Squidward Suicide first. You guys better have your jammies on or else. And don't be scared. Don't be scared, guys. Warm up with 2 sentences? Okay, fine. The ones that I found though are so stupid. Wait. Okay, there's 2-sentence horror stories, and then there's bad 2-sentence horror stories. The bad ones are like intentionally trying to be bad, but then the two sentence is like bad but trying to be good. What would you like? It's like the bad two sentence horror stories is like, I always loved to go swimming, but so did the meatworm. I could normally. My SpaghettiOs taste funny. And then I looked down and they were evil SpaghettiOs. The thing is like, the ones in the bad two sentence horror story one, they tend to all be like the same format. Let's stop talking about my racist past. Instead, look up to my racist future. This one has 28 upvotes. What do you mean? What do you mean? I felt an itching on my behind at night in my bed. The meatworm was trying to wiggle its way into my butthole. Smirking cat emoji worm. What the hell? Wait, Onipo, this one's for you. First one to move is gay, said my best friend. We immediately started having gay sex. Oh no, my freaking phone died. What the? I thought I plugged that in. The last thing I heard before the doctors put me under aesthetic. Make this guy sub to Nino Egan. No! This is so stupid. Wow, this pizza is pretty good, I said. Said Freddy Fazbear from behind me. These are just gonna make me laugh and like blow your ears out. Dog, ain't nobody falling asleep to this stream. Don't worry, I'm not going to kill you and eat you in soup. I lied. Shut up. Stop laughing. But when he mentions Larry, I really can't contain the bowel and air comes out. That guy is scary. I don't understand how people do ASMR live and don't laugh. The official MPEG FNAF book? Is that a real thing? Laughter adds to the charm, I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad you think so. I think you just laugh at the dumbest things. Whatever, man. Whatever. I can't help it. I can't help it. I guess it would be pretty lonely if you guys were all just like quietly listening to me and not like making stupid jokes too. was doing my stepsister and I couldn't pull out, that is not a... I guess it is a horror story. I think I hate this subreddit. Okay, let's look at the normal. Okay, we're just gonna pick a random one. What? Okay, maybe I'm dumb, but like, some of these just like don't make sense to me. Like this one, I thought I was free after the divorce until I received a wedding invitation in the mail. My heart sank when I saw my abusive ex's name as the groom. The bride's name wasn't someone new. It was me with a date set for tomorrow. Oh, I see. He's just like, you're getting married to me. That's fucking stupid. The good news is that the cancer is totally gone. The bad news is that we can't call it a cancer anymore because it has grown teeth and has begun chewing its way out. Macas or Hungry Jacks? Which is better? I'm gonna go with macas. The subreddit is genuinely more spooky than cursed? No. This one just like sucks, I think. Like this shit is so stupid. My husband said he was with the love of his life when I called him to ask where he was. After shooting at his car outside a restaurant, I saw my daughter in the passenger seat with a bullet in her head. Like, what is this? It was the meatworm all along. No! This shit is so ass. Hey, Mika! 2-second horror never occurred from the sent him to the... So true. You mean 2 sentences? The book being called Fazbear Fright's Bunny Call? Wait, let's read the Mpreg. Okay, just kidding. This story is 148 pages. Jesus Christ! You know, actually, I kind of wanted to read, Pen Pal. I wanted to read the Creepypasta Pen Pal, which was published into, like, a short, book. But that shit's, like, 250 pages. I was like, damn, we'd be up all night. You'd read 148 pages of Yaoi, though? I would read more than 148 pages. Just, now one of my voice is weak, and... Well, let's just read, like, a little excerpt. Holy shit! Wait, look at this. These are, like, dense pages, too. Do you see that? This is some dense reading. I was expecting it to be, like... big font and everything. Have you tried Art True Scary Stories? No, I haven't. Second story, not the first story or the third story in the book? I think this is Bunny Call though. Where the size 20 comic stands at? Well, I was just expecting it to be like much shorter considering it is like FNAF Mpreg. But maybe I'm just like underestimating the Fujos. Who even gets Freddy Fazbear pregnant? Is Freddy Fazbear the one that gets pregnant here? I don't know. A lot of these over-explain the punchline? No, I agree. Let's read Squidward's suicide. Oh, I see what you mean. Wait. Oh. Question marks? Holy. Yeah, but how long is this damn story? Matt and Jason? Who are these people? I think I'm not gonna read this. I don't know how long it is. Okay, maybe if we have time. I fear that I don't know enough about FNAF. Is it one of the official Scott Cawthon books? I don't know. I don't know, right? Okay, are you guys ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for Squidward to commit suicide? Are you gonna watch? You're just gonna sit there and watch, man? You're not gonna try to stop him? That's fucked up. Grandma sent me a TikTok of Squidward getting like sent flying and then getting like steamrolled, and she's like, "No, he died. Are you gonna cry? Are you gonna cry?" I was like, "Yeah." Okay. He can really do it for all I care. What the? You hate Squidward. How could you? Okay. Let's flip and read. I just lost my squid. I just want to start off by saying, if you want an answer at the end, prepare to be disappointed. There just isn't one. I was an intern at Nickelodeon Studios for a year in 2005 for my degree in animation. It wasn't paid, of course. Most internships aren't. But it did have some perks beyond education. I'll try not to stutter, by the way. To adults, it might not seem like a big one, but most kids at the time would go crazy over it. Now, since I worked directly with the editors and animators, I got to view the new episodes days before they aired. I'll get right to it without giving too many unnecessary details. They had very recently made the SpongeBob movie, and the entire staff was somewhat sapped of creativity, so it took them longer to start up the season. But the delay lasted longer for more upsetting reasons. There's a problem with the Series 4 premiere that set everyone and everyone back for several months. Advertisements. Me and 2 other interns were in the editing room along with the lead animators and sound editors for the final cut. We received the copy that was supposed to be Fear of a Krabby Patty and gathered around the screen to watch. Now, given that it isn't final yet, animators often put up a mock title card, sort of an inside joke for us, with phony, oftentimes lewd titles, such as How Sex Doesn't Work, instead of Rockabye Bivalve, when SpongeBob and Patrick adopt a sea scallop. Nothing particularly funny, but work-related chuckles. So when we saw the title card, Squidward's Suicide, we didn't think it more than a morbid joke. Hello, Shiro. Hi, H-Toon Guy. One of the interns did a small throat laugh at it. The happy-go-lucky music plays as is normal. The story began with Squidward practicing his clarinet, hitting a few sour notes like normal. We hear SpongeBob laughing outside and Squidward stops, yelling at him to keep it down as he has a concert that night and needs to practice. SpongeBob says okay and goes to see Sandy with Patrick. The bubble splash screen comes up and we see the ending of Squidward's concert. This is when things began to seem off. While playing, a few frames repeat themselves, but the sound doesn't. At this point the sound is synced up with animation, so yes, that's not common. But when he stops playing, the sound finishes as if the skip never happened. There's slight murmuring in the crowd before they begin to boo him. Not normal cartoon booing that is common in the show, but you could very clearly hear malice in it. Squidward's in full frame and looks visibly afraid. The shot goes to the crowd with SpongeBob in center frame, and he too is booing, very much unlike him. He would never do that. That isn't the oddest thing though. What is odd is everyone had hyper-realistic eyes, very detailed, clearly not shots of real people's eyes, but something a bit more real than CGI. The pupils were red. Ooh. Some of us looked at each other, obviously confused, but since we weren't the writers, we didn't question its appeal to children yet. Ooh, red is scary. The shot goes to Squidward sitting on the edge of his bed, looking very forlorn. The view out of his porthole window is of a night sky, so it isn't very long after the concert. The unsettling part is at this point there is no sound. Literally, no sound. Not even the feedback from the speakers in the room. It's as if the speakers were turned off, though their status showed them working perfectly. He just sat there, thinking, in this silence for about 30 seconds, and then he started to sob softly. He put his hands, tentacles, over his eyes and cried quietly for a full minute more. All the while a sound in the background very slowly growing from nothing to barely audible. It sounded like a slight breeze through a forest. Oh hell no, Jigsaw, Squidward's tweaking! The screen slowly begins to zoom in on his face. By slow I mean, it's only noticeable if you look at shots 10 seconds apart side by side. His sobbing gets louder, more full of hurt and anger. The screen then twitches a bit, as if it twists in on itself for a split second and then goes back to normal. The wind through the trees sound gets slowly louder and more severe, as if a storm is brewing somewhere. The eerie part is, the sound and Squidward's sobbing sounded real, as if the sound wasn't coming from the speakers, but as if the speakers were holes in sound. Holes the sound was coming through from the other side? As good a sound as the studio likes to have. They don't purchase the equipment to be that good to produce sound of that quality, bruh. Below the sound of the wind and sobbing, very faint, something sounded like laughing. It came at odd intervals and never lasted more than a second, so you had a hard time pinning it. We watched this show twice, so pardon me if things sound too specific, but I've had time to think about them. After 30 seconds of this, the screen blurred and twitched violently, and something flashed over the screen, as if a single frame was replaced. Advertisements. The lead animation editor paused. Oh wait, is the advertisements just like supposed to be like little ad cuts? I just realized. I was like, why does it keep saying advertisements? The lead animator editor paused and rewound frame by frame. Ad block, block to image, null. I was like, I don't remember this being in the original story. What we saw was horrible. It was a still photo of a dead child. He couldn't have been more than 6. Advertisements. The face was mangled and bloodied, one eye dangling over his upturned face, popped. He was naked down to his underwear, his stomach crudely cut open, and his entrails laying beside him. He was laying on some pavement that was probably a road. The most upsetting part was that there was no shadow of a photographer. There was no crime tape, no evidence tags or markers, and the angle was completely off for a shot designed to be evidence. It would seem the photographer was the person responsible for the child's death. We were of course mortified, but pressed on, hoping that it was just a sick joke. The screen flipped back to Squidward, still sobbing, louder than before, and half body in frame. There was now what appeared to be blood running down his face and eyes. The blood was also done in a hyper-realistic style, looking as if you touched it, you'd get blood on your fingers. The wind sounded now as if it were that of a gale blowing through the forest. There were even snapping sounds of branches. The laughing, a deep baritone, lasting at longer intervals and coming more frequently. After about 20 seconds, the screen again twisted and showed a single frame photo. The editor was reluctant to go back. We all were, but he knew he had to. This time the photo was that of what appeared to be a little girl, no older than the first child. She was laying on her stomach, her berets in a pool of blood next to her. Her left eye was too popped out, and popped, naked except for underpants. What the? Also, I've been missing people. Hi Lavos, and hi Alan, and hi Shira the Great, thank you. And also Fleetini! Hello! Thank you for the 10 months, thank you. Who wrote this dog? Her entrails were piled on top of her above another crude cut along her back. Again, the body was on the street, and the photographer's shadow was visible. Very similar in size and shape to the first. I had to choke back vomit, and one intern, the only female in the room, ran out. The show resumed. Hi Crimson! Welcome in! About 5 seconds after the second photo played, Squidward went silent, as did all sound, like it was when the scene started. Advertisements. He put his tentacles down and his eyes were now done in hyperrealism like the others were in the beginning of the episode. They were bleeding, bloodshot, and pulsating. He just stared at the screen, as if watching the viewer. After about 10 seconds, he started sobbing, this time not covering his eyes. The sound was piercing and loud, and most fear-inducing of all is his sobbing was mixed with screams. Tears and blood were dripping down his face at a heavy rate. The wind sound came back, and so did the deep voiced laughing, and this time the still photo lasted for a good 5 frames. The animator was able to stop it on the 4th and backed up. This time, the photo was of a boy about the same age, but this time the scene was different. The entrails were just being pulled out from a stomach wound by a large hand. The right eye popped and dangling, blood trickling down it. The animator proceeded. It was hard to believe, but the next one was different. But we couldn't tell what. He went on to the next, same thing. He went back to the first and played them quicker, and I lost it. I vomited on the floor, the animating and sound editors gasping at the screen. The 5 frames were not as if they were 5 different photos. They were played out as if they were frames from a video. We saw the hand slowly lift out the guts. We saw the kid's eyes focus on it. We even saw 2 frames of the kid beginning to blink. The lead editor told us to stop. He had to call on the creator to see this. Mr. Hillenberg arrived within about 15 minutes. He was confused as to why he was being called down there, so the editor just continued the episode. Once the few frames were shown, all screaming, all sound again stopped. Squidward was just staring at the viewer, full frame of the face for about 3 seconds. The shot quickly panned out, and that deep voice said, "Do it." And we see it's Squidward's hand a shotgun. He immediately puts the gun in his mouth and pulls the trigger. Realistic blood and brain matter splatters the wall behind him and his bed, and he flies back with the force. The last 5 seconds of this episode show his body on the bed, on his side, one eye dangling on what's left of his head above the floor, staring blankly at it. Then the episode ends. Mr. Hillenberg is obviously angry at this. He demanded to know what the heck was going on. Most people left the room at this point, so it was just a handful of us to watch it again. Viewing the episode twice only served to imprint the entirety of it in my mind and caused me horrible nightmares. I'm sorry I stayed. Advertisements. The only theory we could think of was that the file was edited by someone in the chain from the drawing studio to here. The CTO was called in to analyze when it happened. The analysis of the file did show it was edited over by new material. However, the timestamp of it was a mere 24 seconds before we began viewing it. All equipment involved was examined for foreign software and hardware, as well as glitches. They got the software and the hardware in there. As if the timestamp may have glitched and showed it the wrong time. But everything checked out fine. We don't know what happened, and to this day, nobody does. Ooh. There was an investigation due to the nature of the photos, but nothing came of it. No child scene was identified and no clues were gathered from the data involved, nor physical clues in the photos. I never believed in unexplainable phenomena before. Now that I have something happen and can't prove anything about it beyond anecdotal evidence, I think twice about things. Credit Anonymous. Ooh. Ah! Whoa, guys. That was really scary. I'm scared. Hi, Mucky Tucky. Hello. What are the gun laws in Bikini Bottom? No, for real. It's Beam. Actually, the story is when it was so fake. Squidward blood is blue. Squidward blood is blue, not red. You know, I believed for the longest time that your blood is actually blue. Not enough meatworms. Next story, please. The advertisements were scary. So dear true. That's Squidward tortellini, not Squidward tennis balls. You just know that the animators or the people working on the SpongeBob staff wanted to make the Squidward, jokes, Squidward, tortoiseshell. Oh, I just popped the fuck out of my mic. Squidward tortoiseshell, Squidward tennis balls, Twidward tortellini. There's a word that they're dancing around, I feel. They did, didn't they? Really? Your blood is actually clear and see-through, by the way. What? What word? I'm not going to say it. I am not going to say it. I'm not going to whisper it directly in your ear, you fucker. If it's quizzical, then what is a test? You know. You know? Can I link to the episode clip? Sure. Me reads this at 3 a.m. Here's SpongeBob theme from downstairs. Also me. Yeah, alright, time to burn the house. Bro, I would do the same thing. XD. Lol, house burning gif. Bruh. Lol, why'd you burn that? Not me reading this as my sister watches SpongeBob. I'm gonna break the TV right now. I love that these comments are from like 2021 too. That was awesome. Now I'm gonna think of that every time I see Squidward. The random 2 dislikes on that top comment go hard. I think that more websites should bring dislike features back. I think that is so fucking funny sometimes. Okay, but nobody's allowed to dislike my awesome tweets, okay? Twitter can never bring back, or can never bring... Wait, actually, were there dislikes on Twitter? I feel like there were. COVID really altered brain chemistry. So true. So damn true. Yeah, even the comments are scary. People say I'm weird because I like gore. It's true, but only in horror movies and creepypastas. Yeah. Well, that was interesting. Here, Stump. Okay, I'm gonna head into my room now and not leave for the next 5 hours. Found Nino's comment. Shut up! This is not me. This is as well as one of my favorite stories that cannot be proven real or fake. As well as we can confirm it might have not been a real episode that was deleted, like the Max and Ruby 0004 creepypasta, which can be confirmed real or fake with the right evidence for it to be proven. As well as this is a masterpiece, it will always seem like a reality in which me and my mind live in together with my inner creepy self. A gift from the heart is something that's true, while a giving gift won't be the same without the heart of it. Just like a creepypasta. It's not a creepypasta without a creepy imagination and horror land. As always, stay creepy! Don't kill yourself. What? The problem is telling if this is real or not. There's like 20 different people telling the same story, but then there's the red mist mambo jumbo factor too. And about 20% of the YouTubes of it add up to the story and are consistent with each other. I personally am in a whirlwind with other thing, or with whole thing. But one thing can be said, rip Squidward. So damn true. This was left this year. It's good to see that children are still like engaging with creepypasta. Can we change the stream to creepypasta comment reading instead? I'm sorry, the comments are like the funniest part. It did not take 7 minutes, but really good. It took like 12 minutes. done. I want to see 2010's comments. Me too. I really want to see that. I think that'd be awesome. I love creepypasta when I'm doing shit and someone reads it. I unironically get chills. Yo! I assume perhaps. This has a sequel? No way. It's called the Red Mist. Oh, that's what that comment was talking about. Squidward killed himself and came back to life? Yo! Wait, I think we need to read Herobrine though. Or do you guys want the Squidward Red Mist sequel? Actually, let me look that up. So I haven't read. Is Red Mist not a video? I want to know about that Max and Ruby thing that one comment was talking about. Actually true. Tales from the gas station if you want a decent creepypasta? Okay. Wait, what is Tales? Story. Isn't Tales from the Gas Station a blog? Hi Goose! Hello! It has been a while. I hope you've been good too. I've been really good. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the 20 months. Also, Angel Frame! Hello! Hello, hello! Mario is evil spooky spaghettis. So true. Thank you for the 5 months of Prime. Thank you. Welcome in, you guys. We're reading creepypastas today. Ooh. I can't find the Red Mist or the Tales from the Gas Station. Oh, it's like a whole book, I think. Tales from the Gas Station? Yeah, it's a book. What the hell? Whoa! What the? Anon! Thank you so much for the 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you search Tales from the Gas Station Mr. Creepypasta on YouTube, you'll see a 51 video playlist where the guide narrates everything. Oh, well. Hey man, I'm supposed to be the one narrating everything. Me sitting back and relaxing and letting some other guy read creepypastas during my ASMR stream. Alright. You guys just listen to this guy. Also, hi Kura! Hello! I think I read it wrong. Red Mist isn't a sequel, but an alternate version. My bad. No, you're good. I'm just saying it's a book or something. Oh! Okay, perhaps I will read. I really want to read Pen Pal. Cocomelon, but for Nino, it's true. I'll like put on some scary videos just for you. We should do like a scary video watching stream, or like maybe like a starting soon kind of thing. We can watch scary videos together. I want to do that because I've had like a couple that I want to watch. I've like put them in my I have like them bookmarked on TikTok, lol. But I'm like too scared to watch them by myself. So I think that we should watch them together. I think we should. I think we need to do that. That'd be fun, right? You're kidding? What do you mean? I'm kidding. No way. I could. Whatever. I don't want to like watch them and then. Maybe I need to wait until my nightlight comes actually. The nightlight that Curran got me, lol, off the road. Maybe I need to wait for that to come. Sometimes I'm like, I find scary videos and I want to watch them, but then if I watch them too late into the night, or just like sometimes even in the daytime, sometimes I'll like be trying to sleep at night and just remember it, and I like need to turn the lights on. Kills myself. Scary videos don't even get me, it's only scary games? Wait, really? Most of the time, scary videos get me worse than like movies or books or like anything. Yeah, video games, I don't know. Scary video games are only scary in the moment, in my opinion. What else are you afraid of besides dark and heights? I'm scared of the dark, I'm scared of needles, I'm scared of heights, I'm scared of, Actually, why am I telling you this? What are you gonna do, use it against me or something, huh? She wants us to hold her hand. Shut up! I did not say that, okay? I did not say that. I just want you to watch it with me, okay? Okay, I don't know, I'm just scared of, like, freaky things. Commitment. Shut up! Look how Nino, Hyde is right behind you. No! I don't know, I'm scared of like freaky ass faces or like staring. Like motherfuckers staring really hard. Like I know that the Mandela catalog was outed to be some kind of weird fetish thing. And like it honestly got like super overplayed or whatever, but I remember when I caught wind of it at first, I was like, I can't watch that because I get really freaked out by like people like staring hard as fuck. How is that a fetish? Basically, like the Mandela catalog is all about like doppelgangers, right? And stuff like that. I'm pretty sure he was actually like a freaky weirdo and would like, he had a fetish for like becoming other people, like completely. So like he really liked the idea of like becoming another person, like dressing like them, behaving like them, having their mannerisms, speaking like them and things like that. And yeah, I don't know, I don't really understand how that like excites him, but I don't know if I need to. Yeah, it's like doppelgangers or something like that. Hi mac and cheese, hello. Yeah, Tales from the Gas Station, the one from Jack Townsend. Yeah, he likes identity theft. I don't really understand it, but you know, some people just have interesting tastes, I suppose. But, yeah. Anyways, I'm yapping. Do you guys want to read another story? I think we need to read Herobrine. I think we do. let's freaking go. I used to be so scared of Herobrine as a kid. Like I would play Minecraft and be like fully convinced that he was gonna show up. No! Oh my god. Also one time, you know what's like a really bizarre experience that I had as a child? Hi Feather Duster! Is that a muzzle? No. I was strapped into this machine and told that if I don't do good ASMR, they're gonna kill me! And so far, I think my life's gonna end. But no one saw that coming. Har har har. Oh my goodness. Shut up! Hi Prism Jet! Hello! Okay, the thing that was so weird that happened in my childhood was like, I was obsessed with playing Minecraft. Like, I would literally play Minecraft for like 12 hours like every single day. And like one time, I like woke up early and I was playing in the morning. And like, for some reason, I got like really scared playing Minecraft. Like I had downloaded like a new texture pack or something that I was trying, and the zombies like looked really freaky and just like scared me really bad. And I thought that Herobrine was gonna like come into the game and kill me because I downloaded a new texture pack. Okay, I just want you to know I was like a little kid, okay? So I was a little kid. And then also at the same time, around that time, my older brother and I were really into this YouTube series. It was like a YouTube fan dub series of Dragon Ball called like Team 4 Star. And it was basically like a comedic fan dub thing where it was like a parody of Dragon Ball Z. So like they would do like funny voices for the characters and stuff like that. And so after I got really like fucking paranoid and anxious about this texture pack that I like downloaded, I was like, I don't want to play Minecraft anymore. I don't want to do it. I don't want to fucking play Minecraft anymore. And then I was like browsing YouTube, and I saw that a new Team 4 Star episode had come out. So I was like, I went to my older brother. I was like, dude, there's a new episode. And we both sat down to watch it. And like when the video started, there's usually like an intro like little thing that was basically like, this is just like a parody, this is not like really Dragon Ball Z, like a disclaimer kind of thing. But like the voice that it used reading it out was like different and kind of like high-pitched and warbled sounding. And we were kind of like, what the hell? I don't really get it. Why is it like this? And then like instead of like after the warning came on the screen, it like cut to like the scariest image. It was like a bunch of like different like flashing scary images with like that typical like screamer scream. Just like it was like super loud coming out of the computer, and we were just like little kids, so we both like screamed our asses off. And like we were home alone, so we had like 2 little chihuahuas when we were children, and like we both grabbed like our chihuahuas and we exited out of the window of our house because the screaming went on for so long, and we didn't want to go back to like we didn't want to go back to turn it off. And we had these neighbors that we were pretty close with, so we were like, what do we do? What do we do? We went to the neighbor's house like crying, like, there's a scary there's a screamer there's a screamer in our computer and it's not stopping. Yeah, the neighbor had like a kid who was like a couple years older than us, and he like went into our house and like turned it off turned it off for us. Yeah. It's such a weird memory. That sounds like a creepypasta of its own. I know, right? Kids are so dumb, I love it. I know, it's funny. Kind of like a silly memory. But yeah, it's funny because now like screamers don't really faze me at all. Just silly. Just silly. Anyways, yeah, I'm pretty strong and brave now, or whatever. I think that experience really shaped who I am today. I'm taking my chihuahua and leaving. Just these, like, these two, like, dumbass kids, like, showing up at your doorstep, like, sobbing, holding your little dumb chihuahuas, and being like, "There's a screamer!" So funny. Hi, Kodoko Hime. Hello, welcome in. Did you ever do the Scary Maze game? I did. Honestly, the Exorcist girl face was, like, not that scary to me. Right away. Yeah, I was always too Sigma. Did you play it knowing what it was? Yeah, I did. And, yeah. I don't know. Or rather, I don't think I played it. I think I watched my dad play it. Like, I wanted to, like, experience it because when I was a kid, I was, like, really, intrigued by scary stuff, but, like, you know, I was too scared to actually, like, watch or do them myself. So I'd be like, "Can you play this for me and let me watch?" He was my first streamer. Yo, is he a gamer? He plays, like, my dad plays video games sometimes. He plays, like, racing games though. My family friends got my ass with the Scary Maze game as a kid, and I think that traumatized me. No. Okay. If you got tricked into playing it, I totally understand. Based? Okay, well, I don't know what kinds of racing games he likes, but he isn't. He's pretty into, like, cars and stuff. I got tricked into playing it when I was, like, 10. That got me good. Wow, you guys all got tricked. Lol. I wonder if it's still around. Maybe we could play it. Not during this stream, though, because I'm supposed to be relaxing you guys. Well, are you relaxed? Are you relaxed? Are you? Are you? Get him on the MK8 setup, he'd beat you no problem. Oh my god. I kind of want one of those. I think that'd be funny. I think he would beat me. Not like that, but... Nina does have a good ASMR voice. Wow, you really think so? I think I don't, but thank you. I'm actually hungry. Go get some damn food then, man. I'm gonna kill you. Alright, let's read another one. How about that? Hey, Brian. Strap in, gamers. Wait, I wanna drink tea. I just got back from the John Clare 2. Anything could put me to sleep after that? Is the John Clare 2? Like... Wait, is the John Clare actually 2? No, wait. Is the second Joker movie out? Did they make that? Why does that look good on you? Hi, Simric. What, you like it? I heard it was so bad. It's supposedly bad. Lol. Folie à deux. I see. Why is Lady Gaga there? You know, actually, I didn't really love the first Joker. Like, I didn't think it was a bad movie, but I guess I was, like, just kind of whatever about it. John Clare beatbox would have saved that movie? True! Why so serious? I will never not advocate for Dina Marismar being good if she just locked in. Lol. Yeah. Well, that makes me feel a little more confident. Sorry, I can't lock in very well. Sorry, you never said why so serious. 0 out of 10. Why so serious. Joker 2 seems like a movie made by someone who's ashamed of using the Joker? What? Hi Tobisco, welcome in. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, welcome. We're doing ASMR creepypasta reading. Today, I hope you had a good stream. Ring, ring, ring. Thanks for calling the Haunted Hall. My name's Nino Egan. I'm a virtual call-in exorcist and I'm in your ear. I'm in your ear, I'm in your brain. Hey, Tattoo! Oh, you were playing Bioshock? I kinda want to start Bioshock soon too. Oh, I think I do. Oh, I think I do. Even when you don't do triggers, your voice is good for ASMR? You think so? Maybe it's because I have like a clicky kind of way of speaking. It's like, if you're a film critic, you might like it. Casual moviegoers would be bored and confused, and comic book fans would hate it? Oh, I see. I mean, I like to watch films critically, but I would never describe myself as like a film bro or like a film critic or anything like that, you know? It's awesome and twisted and sick and great. Oh, it's so true. I played the first Bioshock a long time ago and really liked it. But, I would like to play it again. I think it'd be cool for story. There's so many games I want to play right now. After finishing DMC3, I feel the possibilities are endless. Interesting stuff in saying... Wait. Interesting stuff it's saying as an art piece, but as a movie it's not good at all? I see. Interesting. Well, I don't think I will be seeing it. Perhaps. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah. Guess you can say that Nino is our big daddy. I would never say that. You said it, buddy, not me. Alright. Anyways. Let's read. Also, Tobisco, if you need to rest after your stream, then feel free to do so, of course. Thank you. I always appreciate your reading. And yeah. Feel free to grab food or anything if you need. Otherwise, I'm gonna read you Herobrine. So I've been edging this for like 30 minutes. Lol. I had recently spawned a new world in single-player Minecraft. Everything was normal at first, as I began chopping down trees and crafting a workbench. I noticed something move among the dense fog. I have a very slow computer, so I have to play with a tiny render distance. I thought it was a cow, so I pursued it, hoping to grab some hides for armor. It wasn't a cow, though. Looking back at me was another character with a default skin, but his eyes were empty. I saw no name pop up, and I double-checked to make sure I wasn't in multiplayer mode. He didn't stay long. He looked at me and quickly ran into the fog. I pursued out of curiosity, but he was gone. Told that from my man's PC. I just love that, like, creepypastas, like, always over-explain everything. I continued on with the game, not sure what to think. As I expanded the world, I saw things that seemed out of place for the random map generator to make. 2x2 tunnels in the rocks, small perfect pyramids made out of sand in the ocean, and groves of trees with all their leaves cut out. I'd constantly think I saw the other player in the deep fog, but I never got a better look at him. I tried increasing my render distance to far whenever I thought I saw him, but it was to no avail. Advertisements. I saved the map and went down the forums to see if anyone else had found a pseudo player. There were none. I created my own topic telling of the man and asking if anyone had a similar experience. The post was deleted within 5 minutes. I tried again, and the topic was deleted even faster. I received a PM from the username Herobrine containing one word: stop. When I went to look at Herobrine's profile, the page 404'd. I received an email from another forum user. He claimed the mods can read the forum user messages, so we were safer using email. The email claimed that he had seen the mystery player too, and had a small directory of other users who had seen him as well. Their worlds were littered with the obviously man-made features as well, and described their mystery player to have no pupils. About a month passed until I heard from my informant again. Some of the people who had encountered the mystery man had looked into the name Herobrine and found that name to be frequently used by a Swedish gamer.
What the?
After some further information gathering, it was revealed to be the brother of Notch, the game's developer. I personally emailed Notch and asked him if he had a brother. It took him a while, but he emailed me back a very short message.
I did, but he is no longer with us.
From Notch. I haven't seen the mystery man since our first encounter, and I haven't noticed any changes to the world other than my own. I was able to press print screen when I first saw him.
Here's the only evidence of his existence.
Advertisements. Advertisements.
What the? Oh my god, guys, I see him! I see him! Do you guys see it? Do you see it?
Ah! He's real! He's real! Ah, Herobrine is in your PC. No! So stupid. It's actually real. He's real and he's gonna kill us. He's gonna kill us. Original Herobrine post on 4chan by an anonymous user. The real or so true. Aside from the Notch brother twist, I kind of fucked with that story. Wow, you like that? You like that? You know, he's right behind you.
What the?
Say so. Hi, Maidenstein. Thank you so much for calling. Thank you. Yeah. Advertisements is where you mention Echocalypse. Okay, true. Echocalypse. Scarlet Covenant. Unironic chills. I get scared easily. Let's fucking go. Alright. That's enough of that one. I wonder, should I subject you guys to... Okay. If we're gonna read a long one... So, I have read this one and I think it was kind of okay. This one's long. So is this. And I don't know what either of them really are. Or I don't know what this one is. This one I think is about like a camping trip or something? Or like caving? Maybe? If it's the one I'm thinking of.
Or we could read Jeff the Killer. Ooh.
Sorry, I keep needing to chug water. Whatever works. Up to me. Up to me. Oh, look at his face. Stop staring at me with them big ol' eyes. So damn true. Thanks for the water. What, you want to hear me slurp? Russian sleep experiment? Oh man. Hear that? Have you read man door car hook car? Wait, man door hand hook car door? Yes, I think I have.
Oh, I'm already shitting my pants.
She's vaping. Shut up! I'm not vaping. Man door car hook. That sounds so familiar. Man door car hook. Wait, is it this? Is this it? A 4chan post? Man and girl go out to drive under moonlight. They stop at the side of road. He turned to his girl and say, "Baby, I love you very much." "What is it, honey?" "Our car is broken down." "I think the engine is broken. I'll walk and get some more fuel." Okay. I'll stay here and look after our stereo. There have been news reports of stairs being stolen.
Oh, good idea, Pointers. Keep the doors locked no matter what. I love you, sweaty.
So the guy left to get fuel for the car. After 2 hours, the girls say, "Where's my baby? He was supposed to be back by now." Then the girl hear a scratching sound and a voice say, "Let me in." The girl doesn't do it, and then after a while she goes to sleep. The next morning she wakes up and finds her boyfriend still not there. She gets out to check, and man door hand hook car door. Yes. So damn true. Man door car hawk to shut up. Freaking poggers, so true. I'm literally shorting my pants. Me. Okay, I think we should lock in and read Jeff the Killer. You should read the hash slinging slasher. The hash ringing, the sash blinging, ringing. I think that would be too scary. Do you hear that? There's my neck. Are we reading the original or the remake? I don't think I have read the remake, so I was just gonna read the original. Her neck, her back. My Scoobies and my snacks. I wonder if there's a Kids Bop version of that song. I was about to ask if you were reading in the dark, but then I realized if you do that, it would mess with the tracking. Yeah, sadly. I wish I could have like a stream by candlelight reading to you guys. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. How many of you guys have read or heard the Jeff the Killer story? I'd be curious to know if you have or haven't. Heard of it? I haven't, but I know of it. Really? Hi, Curlins! That scared the life out of me when I was a preteen. Lol. The face scared the shit out of me, but then I read the story and I was like, bruh. As much as I've heard of him, I've never read it. Okay. I'm still not a human. Hello. In elementary school, I know a girl who never stopped talking about it because she was in the creepypasta fandom, so I know pretty much everything. Yo, that's what's up. I liked the shitty indie horror games back in the day with Jeff. Never read any pastas? What the? Never ever never? Yeah, maybe that was Chromo. I didn't know there were shitty horror games with Jeff the Killer in them. Wait, I wanna play one. Alright. Okay guys, lock in. I'm gonna read it to you. Excerpt from a local newspaper. Ominous unknown killer is still at large. After weeks of unexplained murders, the ominous unknown killer is still on the rise. After little evidence has been found, a young boy states that he survived one of the killer's attacks and bravely tells his story. I had a bad dream and I woke up in the middle of the night, says the boy. I saw that for some reason the window was open, even though I remember it being closed before I went to bed. I got up and shut it once more. Afterwards, I simply crawled under my covers and tried to get back to sleep. That's when I had a strange feeling, like someone was watching me. I looked up and nearly jumped out of my bed. There, in the little ray of light, illuminating from between my curtains, there were a pair of 2 eyes. These weren't regular eyes. They were dark, ominous eyes. They were bordered in black and just plain out terrified me. And that's when I saw his mouth. A long, horrendous smile that made every hair on my body stand up. The figure stood there watching me. Finally, after what seemed like forever, he said it. A simple phrase, but said in a way only a madman could speak. He said, "Go to sleep." I let out a scream. That's what sent him at me. He pulled a knife, aiming at my heart. He jumped on top of my bed. I fought him back. I kicked, I punched, I rolled around, trying to knock him off of me. That's when my dad busted in. The man threw the knife, and it went into my dad's shoulder. The man probably would have finished him off if one of my neighbors hadn't alerted the police. He said, "I'm going to Jeff to kill you." They drove into the parking lot and ran towards the door. The man turned and ran down the hallway. I heard a smash, like glass breaking. As I came out of my room, I saw the window that was pointing towards the back of the house was broken. I looked out it to see him vanish into the distance. I can tell you one thing. I will never forget that face. Those cold, evil eyes and that psychotic smile, they will never leave my head. Jeff is just a guy? Dog, don't even get me started. Just wait. Police are still on the look for this man. If you see anyone that fits the description in the story, please contact your local police department. Jeff and his family had just moved into a new neighborhood. His dad had gotten a promotion at work, and they thought it would be best to live in one of those fancy neighborhoods. Jeff and his brother Lou couldn't complain though. A new, better house. What was not to love? As they were getting unpacked, one of the neighbors came by. "Hello," she said. "I'm Barbara. I live across the street from you." I don't know why she's British. "Well, I just wanted to introduce myself and introduce my son." She turns around and calls her son over. "Billy, these are our new neighbors." Billy said hi and ran to play in his yard. Okay, sorry. "Well," said Jeff's mom, "I'm Margaret, and this is my husband, Peter." What up, Peter? "My 2 sons, Jeff and Lou." They introduced themselves, and then Barbara invited them to their son's birthday. Jeff and his brother were about to object when their mother said that they would love to. When Jeff and his family were done packing, Jeff went up to his mom. "Mom, why would you invite us to some kid's party? If you haven't noticed, I'm not some dumb kid." "Jeff," said his mother, "we just moved here. We should show that we want to spend time with our neighbors. Now we're going to that party, and that's final." Jeff wanted to talk, but he stopped himself, knowing that he couldn't do anything. Whenever his mom said anything, it was final. He walked up to his room and plopped down on his bed. He sat there looking at his ceiling when suddenly he got a weird feeling. Not so much pain, but a weird feeling. He dismissed it as some random feeling. He heard his mother called him down to get his stuff, and he walked down to get it. "Good night, Tobisco. Good night, good night, good night."
I'm petering right now. No.
The next day, Jeff walked downstairs to get breakfast and get ready for school. As he sat there eating his breakfast, he once again got that feeling. This time, it was stronger. It gave him a slight tugging pain, but he once again dismissed it. As he and Lou finished breakfast, they walked down to the bus stop. They sat there waiting for the bus, and then, all of a sudden, some kid on a skateboard jumped over them, only inches above their laps. They both jumped back in surprise.
Hey, what the hell?
The kid landed and turned back to them. He kicked his skateboard up and caught it in his hands. The kid seemed to be about 12, 1 year younger than Jeff. He wears an Aeropostale shirt and ripped blue jeans. Huh, well. Looks like we got some new meat. Suddenly, the two other kids appeared. One was super skinny and one was huge. Well, since you're new here, I'd like to introduce ourselves. Over here is Keith. Jeff and Lou looked over to the skinny kid. He had a dopey face that you would expect a sidekick to have. And, he's Troy. They looked at the fat kid. Talk about a tub of lard. This kid looked like he hadn't exercised since he was crawling. What the fuck? Heh, and I, said the first kid,
am Randy.
Now, for all the kids in this neighborhood, there's a small price for the bus fare, if you catch my drift. Lou stood up, ready to punch the lights out of the kid's eyes when one of the friends pulled a knife on him. I had hoped he would be more cooperative, but it seems we must do this the hard way. The kid walked up to Lou and took his wallet out of his pocket. Jeff got that feeling again. Now, it was truly strong. A burning sensation. He stood up, but Lou gestured for him to sit down. Jeff ignored him and walked up to the kid. He's gonna pull his devil trigger. Okay, sorry, I had a bubble in my throat. I had to mute. Here, you little punk. Wait, did I miss it? Oh wait, no. Here, you little punk. Give back my bro's wallet or else. Randy put the wallet in his pocket and pulled out his own knife. Wait, did I fucking... Oh, wait. Wait, hi to Majestic Squire. Hello. Wait, I have to lock in again. Oh, and what will you do? Just as he finished the sentence, Jeff popped the kid in the nose. As Randy reached for his face, Jeff grabbed the kid's wrist and broke it. Randy screamed, and Jeff grabbed a knife from his hand. Troy and Keith rushed Jeff, but Jeff was too quick. Yeah, he threw Randy to the ground. Keith lashed out at him, but Jeff ducked and stabbed him in the arm. Keith dropped his knife and fell to the ground screaming. Troy rushed him too, but Jeff didn't even need the knife. He just punched Troy straight in the stomach and Troy went down. As he fell, he puked all over. Lou could do nothing but look in amazement at Jeff.
Jeff, how'd you...
was all he said. They saw the bus coming and knew they'd be blamed for the whole thing, so they started running as fast as they could. As they ran, they looked back and saw the bus driver rushing over to Randy and the others. As Jeff and Lou made it to school, they didn't dare tell what happened. All they did was sit and listen. Lou just thought of that as his brother beating up a few kids, but Jeff knew it was more. It was something scary. As he got that feeling, he felt how powerful it was, the urge to just hurt someone. Okay, actually, I think that maybe I've never read the original Jeff the Killer. The one that I read was like Jeff the Killer going to like a summer camp, and there was like a female protagonist, and they had like a romance. Maybe I was reading Jeff the Killer like self-insert fanfiction though, on accident. Heh, scum. No fucking way. Dude, that was Jeff the Rizzler. She read the fanfic. That's not... I thought that was the real story. Ain't no way. Ain't no damn way. What dog? Dog?
Just ignore that, guys.
1 second.
Jeff the dog.
Atmospheric as dog. I know. What if Jeff the killer's outside my house right now? Yeah. We would hear her scream if something happened, right? Well, I muted, but yeah. Maybe I should have done that. Maybe I should have been like, huh, guys, I'm gonna go calm down my dog. And then just like, what if you heard like a blood-curdling scream like rip from my house? Like in the hallway? What would you do?
Yeah, guys, what would you do, lol?
It's like pranks that went too far. I'd clip it. I'd clip it. You guys are terrible. You're awful. Terrible, terrible. Don't say brown myself. Assume you saw a fly or something, I don't know. I would not have a blood-curdling scream to a freaking housefly, dummy. Just assume it's Nino, bro. Yeah, I see that guy and I'm like, ah! Oh my. You guys are terrible. You wouldn't be worried about me. Awful, awful, awful. Anyways. Where were we? He didn't like how it sounded, but he couldn't help feeling happy. He felt that strange feeling go away and stay away for the entire day of school. Even as he walked home due to the whole thing near the bus stop. And how now he probably wouldn't be taking the bus anymore, he felt happy. When he got home, his parents asked him how his day was, and he said in a somewhat ominous voice, "It was a wonderful day." Next morning, he heard a knock at his front door. He walked down to find 2 police officers at his door, his mother looking back at him with an angry look. "Jeff, these officers tell me that you attacked 3 kids, that it wasn't regular fighting, and that they were stabbed. Stabbed, son!" Jeff's gaze fell to the floor, showing his mother that it was true. "Mom, wait, they were the ones who pulled the knives on me and Lou." "Son," said one of the cops, "we found 3 kids, 2 stabbed, 1 having a bruise on his stomach. And we have witnesses to proving that you fled the scene. Now what does that tell us?" Jeff knew it was no use. He could say him and Lou had been attacked, but then there was no proof it was not them who attacked first. They couldn't say that they weren't fleeing because truth be told they were. Sorry, I can't read. So Jeff couldn't defend himself or Lou. "Son, calm down your brother." Jeff couldn't do it, since it was he who beat up all the kids. "Sir, it was me. I was the one who beat up the kids. Lou tried to hold me back, but he wouldn't stop me. Or he couldn't stop me." The cop looked at his partner and they both nod. "Well, kid, looks like a year in juvie." "Hi, Love. Hello, it's been a while. I hope you've been well." "How often do you scream around the house? Seems like anything will get you. Man, fuck you." "I don't scream that often around the house, I think. I only do it, like, intentionally sometimes." "Wait, Nino, bro, you should totally prank her tonight. Shut up!" My brother's not a prankster, okay? My friend's wife would do that, scream like she was being murdered for his attention because she thought it was funny. Wait, that's kind of awesome. I hate Nino again. What the hell? I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna kill you. Meow. Wait! Wait! Says Lou. They all looked up to see him holding a knife. The officers pulled their guns and locked them on Lou. It was me. I beat up those little punks. Have the marks to prove it. He lifted up his sleeves to reveal cuts and bruises, as if he was in a struggle. Son, just put the knife down, said the officer. Lou held up the knife and dropped it to the ground. He put his hands up and walked over to the cops. No, Lou, it was me. I did it. Jeff had tears running down his face. Huh. Poor bro. Trying to take the blame for what I did. Well, take me away. The police led Lou out to the patrol car. Lou, tell them it was me, tell them! I was the one who beat up those kids! Jeff's mother put her hands on his shoulders. Jeff, please. You don't have to lie. We know it's Lou. You can stop. Jeff watched helplessly as the cop car speeds off with Lou inside. A few minutes later, Jeff's dad pulled into the driveway, seeing Jeff's face and knowing something was wrong. Son, what is it? Jeff couldn't answer. His vocal cords were strained from crying. Instead, Jeff's mother walked his father inside to break the bad news to him. Wait. I had a bubble in my throat. Lol. Do you ship Jeff and Lou? No. I don't always ship brothers together, okay? My Wi-Fi is so bad I can't read anything on the screen. Lol. Don't worry, I'm reading it to you. Happy BF Day? Is today BF Day? Happy BF Day, guys. Happy Best Friends Day. Happy Beef Friday. Wait! Happy Brotherfucker Day! Dante and Virgil! Beth the Killer. Beef the Killer. Wait, we should have played DMC today. Hi, Jesse! You have orthodontic work done? No. But for yeah. One of my cousins wet her hair and dressed like La Llorona to scare my other cousin when we were watching The Ring. It scared him so bad I felt bad. Dude. Ay de mi Llorona. Wait. Happy Brofist Day, guys. Yo. Let's freaking go. Ew, what the fuck is that? What is that? Is that like a flask inside of cheeks? Ew! What is that? Explain yourself, Nate Brutus. I don't know, lol. Not helpful. How is that allowed on Twitch? Holy. Anyways, hi table. Idea light bulb. I am not making. I am not making an emote like that. It's a runny nose. Oh, is it now? Also, nobody has commented on how cute I drew the Nino is today. You guys look so funny. You're so. Maybe I need to make this into an emote. Anyways. Meow. I like the thumbnail cat, you know. Thanks. We're so cute. Yeah, man. Couldn't be me. It's literally you. I didn't have a mirror so I couldn't see it. So true. I thought it was an older asset. It's cute. Yeah, I drew it like right. I think I drew it like during the starting suit screen. Lol. Anyways, Sorry, I keep getting distracted. This is like the part of the stream. I guess I've been distracted this whole time, but I'm getting especially distracted. Son, what is it? Jeff couldn't answer. His vocal cords were strained from crying. Instead, Jeff's mother walked his father inside to break the bad news to him as Jeff wept in the driveway. After an hour or so, Jeff walked back into the house, seeing that his parents were both shocked, sad, and disappointed. He couldn't look at them. He couldn't see how they thought of Lou when it was his fault. He just went to sleep, trying to get the whole thing off his mind. 2 days went by, with no word from Lou at the JDC. No friends to hang out with, nothing but sadness and guilt. That is until Saturday, when Jeff is woken up by his mother with a happy, sunshiny face. "Jeff, it's the day," she said as she opened up the curtains and let light flood into his room. "What? What's today?" asked Jeff as he stirs awake. "Why, it's Billy's party." He was now fully awake. "Mom, you're joking, right? You don't expect me to go to some kid's party after?" There was a long pause. "Jeff, we both know what happened. I think this party could be the thing that brightens up the past days. Now get dressed." Jeff's mother walked out of the room and downstairs to get herself ready. He fought himself to get up. He picked out a random shirt and a pair of jeans and walked downstairs. He saw his mother and father all dressed up. His mother in a dress and his father in a suit. He thought, why would they ever wear such fancy clothes to a kid's party? "Son, is that all you're going to wear?" said Jeff's mom. "Better than wearing too much," he said. His mother pushed down the feeling to yell at him and hid it with a smile. "Now, Jeff, we may be overdressed, but this is how you go if you want to make an impression," said his father. Jeff grunted and went back to his room. Advertisements. "I don't have any fancy clothes," he yelled downstairs. "Just pick out something," called his mother. He looked around in his closet for what he would call fancy. He found a pair of black dress pants he had for special occasions and an undershirt. He couldn't find a shirt to go with it, though. He looked around and found only striped and patterned shirts, none of which could go with the dress pants. Finally, he found a white hoodie and put it on. "You're wearing that?" they both said. His mother looked at her watch. "Oh, no time to change. Let's just go," she said as she herded Jeff and his father out the door. They crossed the street over to Barbara and Billy's house. Barbara and Billy, huh? They knocked on the door, and at it appeared that Barbara, just like his parents, was way overdressed. As they walked inside, all Jeff could see were adults, no kids. "The kids are out in the yard. Jeff, the kids are out in the yard. Jeff, how about you go and meet some of them?" said Barbara. I have to do my disgusting, lady voice. Drip it drown, drip it drown. Also, hi Dr. Dreads, hello! Yeah, we're reading creepypastas. Let's see. Jeff walked outside to a yard full of kids. They were running around in weird cowboy costumes and shooting each other with plastic guns. He might as well be standing in a Toys R Us. Suddenly, a kid came up to him and handed him a toy gun and hat. "Hey, wanna play?" "Dude, Butters is here." No kid, I'm way too old for this stuff." The kid looked at him with a weird puppy dog face. "Please," said the kid. "Fine," said Jeff. He put on the hat and started to pretend to shoot at the kids. At first, he thought it was totally ridiculous, but then he started to actually have fun. Meow. It might not have been super cool, but it was the first time he had done something that took his mind off Lou. So he played with the kids for a while, until he heard a noise, a weird rolling noise, and then it hit him. Randy, Troy, and Keith all jumped over the fence on their skateboards. Jeff dropped the fake gun and ripped off the hat. Randy looked at Jeff with a burning hatred. "That's Nina, by the way." "No!" Barbara is an evil name, I feel.
Hello, Jeff, is it? He said. We have some unfinished business. Jeff saw his bruised nose. I think we're even. I beat the crap out of you, and you get my son. Wait, sorry. You get my brother sent to JDC. Randy got an angry look in his eyes. Oh no, I don't go for even. I go for winning. You may have kicked our asses that one day, but not today. As he said that, Randy rushed at Jeff. They both fell to the ground. Randy punched Jeff in the nose, and Jeff grabbed him by the ears and headbutted him. Jeff pushed Randy off of him, and both rose to their feet. Kids were screaming and parents were running out of the house. Troy and Keith both pulled guns out of their pockets. I know, this fucking story is crazy, dog. No one interrupts or guts will fly, they said. Randy pulled a knife on Jeff and stabbed it into his shoulder. Yeah! Jeff screamed and fell to his knees. Randy started kicking him in the face. After 3 kicks, Jeff grabs his foot and twists it, causing Randy to fall on the ground. Jeff stood up and walked towards the back door. Troy grabbed him. Need some help? He picks Jeff up by the back of the collar. Sorry. And throws him through the patio door. As Jeff tries to stand, he is kicked down to the ground. Randy repeatedly starts kicking Jeff until he starts coughing up blood. Come on, Jeff. Fight me. He picks Jeff up and throws him into the kitchen. Randy sees a bottle of vodka on the counter and smashes the glass over Jeff's head. Fight! He throws Jeff back into the living room. Come on, Jeff. Look at me. Jeff glances up, his face riddled with blood. I was the one who got your brother sent to JDC. And now you're just gonna sit here and let him rot in there for a whole year. You should be ashamed. Jeff starts to get up. Oh, finally you stand and fight. Jeff is now to his feet. Blood and vodka on his face. Once again he gets that strange feeling. The one in which he hasn't felt for a while. Finally he's up, says Randy as he runs at Jeff. That's when it happens. Something inside Jeff snaps. His psyche is destroyed. All rational thinking is gone. All he can do is kill. He grabs Randy and pile drives him to the ground. He gets on top of him and punches him straight in the heart. The punch causes Randy's heart to stop. As Randy gasps for breath, Jeff hammers down on him. Punch after punch. Blood gushes from Randy's body until he takes one more final breath and dies. Everyone is looking at Jeff now. The parents, the crying kids, even Troy and Keith. Although they easily break from their gaze and point their guns at Jeff. Jeff sees the guns trained on him and runs for the stairs. As he runs, Troy and Keith let out fire on him, each shot missing. Jeff runs up the stairs. He hears Troy and Keith follow behind. As they let out the final rounds of bullets, Jeff ducks into the bathroom. He grabs a towel rack and rips it off the wall. Troy and Keith race in, knives ready. Troy swings his knife at Jeff, who backs away and bangs the towel rack into Troy's face. Troy goes down hard, and now all that's left is Keith. He's more agile than Troy though, and ducks when Jeff swings the towel rack. He dropped the knife and grabbed Jeff by the neck. He pushed him to the wall. A thing of bleach fell down on top of him from the top shelf. It burned both of them and they both started to scream. Jeff wiped his eyes as best as he could. He pulled back the towel rack and swung it straight into Keith's head. As he lay there bleeding to death, he let out an ominous smile. What's so funny? Asked Jeff. Keith pulled out a lighter and switched it on. What's funny? Is that you're covered in bleach and alcohol. Jeff's eyes widened as Keith threw the lighter at him. As soon as the flame made contact with him, the flames ignited the alcohol in the vodka. While the alcohol burned him, the bleach bleached his skin. Jeff let out a terrible screech as he caught on fire. He tried to roll out of the fire, but it was no use. The alcohol had
made him a walking inferno. He ran down the hall and fell down the stairs. Everyone started screaming as they saw Jeff, now a man on fire, dropped to the ground, nearly dead. The last thing Jeff saw was his mother and the other parents trying to extinguish the flame, and that's when he passed out. When a guy gets punched, the hand goes through the body. So true. Okay, Joker. When Jeff woke up, he had a cast wrapped around his face. He couldn't see anything, but he felt a cast on his shoulder and stitches all over his body. He tried to stand up, but he realized that there was some tube in his arm, and when he tried to get up, it fell out, and a nurse rushed in. I don't think you can get out of bed just yet," she said, as she put him back in bed and reinserted the tube. Jeff sat there with no vision, no idea what his surroundings were. Finally, after hours, he heard his mother. "Honey, are you okay?" she asked. Jeff couldn't answer, though. His face was covered, and he was unable to speak. "Oh, honey, I have great news. After all the witnesses told the police that Randy confessed of trying to attack you, they decided to let Lou go." This made Jeff almost bolt up, stopping halfway, remembering the tube coming out of his arm. "He'll be out by tomorrow, and then you two will be able to be together again." Jeff's mother hugs Jeff and says her goodbyes. The next couple of weeks were those where Jeff was visited by his family. Then came the day where his bandages were to be removed. His family members were all there to see it, what he would look like. As the doctors unwrapped the bandages from Jeff's face, everyone was on the edge of their seats. They waited until the last bandage, holding the cover over his face, was almost removed. "Let's hope for the best," said the doctor. He quickly pulls the cloth, letting the rest fall from Jeff's face. Jeff's mother screams at the sight of his face. Lou and Jeff's dad stare awestruck at his face. What? What happened to my face?" Jeff said. He rushed out of bed and ran to the bathroom. He looked in the mirror and saw the cause of the distress. His face. It's horrible. His lips were burnt to a deep shade of red. His face was turned into a pure white color, and his hair singed from brown to black. He slowly put his hand to his face. It had a sort of leathery feel to it now. He looked back at his family and back at the mirror. "Jeff," said Lou, "it's not that bad." "Not that bad," said Jeff. "It's perfect." His family was equally surprised. Jeff started laughing uncontrollably. His parents noticed that his left eye and hand were twitching. Jeff? Are you okay?" "Okay? I've never felt more happy. Ha 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 ha. Look at me. His face goes perfectly with me." He couldn't stop laughing. He stroked his face, feeling it, looking at it in the mirror. What caused this? Well, you may recall that when Jeff was fighting Randy, something in his mind, his sanity snapped. Now he was left as a crazy killing machine. That is, his parents didn't know. "Doctor," said Jeff's mom, "is my son alright, you know? In the head?" "Oh yes, this behavior is typical for patients that have taken very large amounts of painkillers. If his behavior doesn't change in a few weeks, bring him back here, and we'll give him a psychological test." Advertisements. "Oh, thank you, doctor." Jeff's mother went over to Jeff. "Jeff, sweetie, it's time to go." "It's my son. I'm gonna kill you, Ed." "I've become the killer. Name Jeff." "Nice to meet you, friend. Hello." "Hi, West." "Nina West, I'm scared. Hold my hand." Meow. "He's gonna have to kill you." Jeff looks away from the mirror, his face still formed into a crazy smile. "Okay, mommy." Ha 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 ha. His mother took him by the shoulder and took him to get his clothes.
This is what came in, said the lady at the desk. Jeff's mom looked down to see the black dress pants and white hoodie white hoodie her son wore. Now they were clean of blood and now stitched together. Wait, like the hoodie is stitched to the pants? Or maybe... Okay, no. I bet you there's like holes in it and stuff. Hi, Noakai! Hello! Jeff's mother led him to his room and made him put his clothes on. Then they left, not knowing that this was their final day of life. Yo! Spoilers! Later that night, Jeff's mother woke to a sound coming from the bathroom. It sounded as if someone was crying. She slowly walked over to see what it was, and when she looked into the bathroom, she saw a horrendous sight. Jeff had taken a knife and carved a smile into his cheeks. Jeff, what are you doing? Jeff looked over to his mother. I couldn't keep smiling, Mommy. It hurt after a while. Now I can smile forever. Jeff's mother noticed his eyes, ringed in black. Jeff, your eyes! His eyes were seemingly never closing. I couldn't see my face. I got tired and my eyes started to close. I burned out the eyelid so I could forever see myself. My new face. Jeff's mother slowly started to back away, seeing that her son was going insane. What's wrong, Mommy? Aren't I beautiful? Yes, son, she said. Yes, you are. Let me go get Daddy so he can see your face. She ran into the room and shook Jeff's dad from his sleep. Honey, get the gun. She stopped as she saw Jeff in the doorway, holding a knife. Mommy, you lied. That's the last thing they hear as Jeff rushes them with the knife, cutting both of them. His brother Lou woke up, startled by some noise. He didn't hear anything else, so he just shut his eyes and tried to go back to sleep. As he was on the border of slumber, he got the strangest feeling that someone was watching him. He looked up before Jeff's hand covered his mouth. He slowly raised the knife, ready to plunge it into Lou. Lou thrashed here and there, trying to escape Jeff's grip. Shh. Just go to sleep. Yeah, remember to check out the Jeff the Killer reboot of this Creepypasta classic. Yeah. Nina's Jeff voice ruins the immersion. Sorry. Oh, Nana Machines, hello. Thank you so much for calling. And also sent to you to Ruchi Hamasi and also X-Hand Kano. Welcome in, gamers. Yeah, guys. I think Nina's Jeff voice adds to the immersion. Mommy, you lied. Why did he even kill Lou? Because he went crazy. He's crazy now. If I was Lou, I wouldn't have let that slide. So true. What immersion? I couldn't stop laughing at the writing. Oh, good night, table. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. Honestly, this was different than the one that I read. Like I said, the one that I read was like a girl meeting Jeff the Killer at summer camp, and the girl was like getting bullied by these girls at summer camp, and Jeff the Killer like kills them all for her, and is like I don't know, they're both crazy. Maybe you read the reboot? Maybe, let me see. No, I don't think this is it. All I ever knew about Jeff is that he wanted Jeff to kill us, and he wants you to go to sleep. I never thought it had an actual story for some reason. Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. Also, thank you for the water. Okay, well, now that we're talking about it, not like here today, I can recognize that it probably was self-insert fanfiction, but I thought that that was the actual story. I didn't realize that it was self-insert fanfiction until now. Have you read Bong Chong Dong Ghost? Yes, I love that one. That's the animated one, right? Was the girl's name YN? No! It was like I think she had like an actual name, but I don't remember. What if there's more than one Jeff? And he's behind you right now. Yeah, I have... Maybe I can read that like before... Actually, do you want me to read it right now? Even though it's like got jump scares and stuff. Hi Mecca! Hello! You got a little something on your face. Yeah, don't worry about that. Is the rake on the list for today? It can be. Photo negative Mickey Mouse scared me so bad when I was younger. Me too! It's up to you. Okay, well, this is ASMR. Let's read the rake. I want to read the rake. Someone I knew got me so bad with the comic. Me too. That comic scared me so bad. Actually, let's just read it. Why not? You guys are gonna get jump scared though. Sorry if anybody's actually falling asleep to this. Actually, should I save it for... This music is making me schizo? That's the point. Can we do different music? You hate my awesome music? You hate it. We are at stage 4 now. We could bring it back to the beginning of the... We could bring it back to stage 1. The one wig SCP one with the mountain image is so cool. Meow. Let me see. Meow. I think I found it. I read that one not too long ago and I got jump scared. Wait, the Bong Chong whatever. I don't want to say it bad. Wait, but what if I get scared when we read this? This one. Guys, what do we think? Maybe a little Nunya and say that the music is almost at the same volume of your voice. It's hard to hear your beautiful mispronounced words sometimes. Fuck you. Okay, I'll turn it down. How's this? Is that better? Is it? The stupid, like, Joker Pepe, like, made me laugh. I was thinking of it, but held my tongue. Lol. I wanted to say something, but I didn't want to pull my Nunya card. Okay, guys, the thing is that Nunya I'm prejudiced against Nunya because usually when Nunya says something about the audio, everybody else disagrees. Why wouldn't you say something when I was asking you guys, you dummies? True though. I'm gonna kill you. Hi Momo. Hi. Hi Toki. Hello, welcome in. Hello. You guys are so dumb. I'm not gonna make fun of if the majority of you guys have issues with the volume, you should say something, dummies. Pinching your nose. I did say the BGM could be quieter though. Okay, well, I'm just saying, if there was a little more agreement with that, then yeah. I got you on like double what I normally have. Okay, well, ASMR streams are naturally quieter. The mics are like, you know. Everyone said they like the ambiance and I want to say something. You're silly. But what if someone says, okay, Nanya, after you say something about the audio? Well then, I don't know. Why does Glorp ASMR kind of work? You know, Glorp ASMR is actually not that bad. POV, I come over to your house and do this to you. I don't know why I love doing disgusting, like, squelching noises at you. Life is worth living after all. So true. Get the electric fly swatter. Doesn't he know? Man, fuck you. Kinda reminds me of an ASMR video I saw years ago where it was just a girl saying yee over and over for 30 minutes, like yee, 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 yee. Like that? Stop licking our brains. No, I'm just kidding. I could listen to Nina's purr sound for 30 minutes. That one's actually really nice. It's like a kappa different. It sounds so stupid. I see. I see. Meow. Meow. Anyways, gamers, let's read this. Even if it's scary, I won't scream. Also, how do we feel about the music? Do we want to change the music? I can change the music. I don't mind at all. It's fucked up how Nina's actually so good at ASMR, but she has the giggly girl debuff. My bad. I liked stage 1. Okay. I can do stage 1. Like this? Probably makes me want to rub a cat's chin. Sticking my head up a little bit. It's good, it was just a little loud before? Okay, how is this? Duh. Here, you and I can scooch over a little bit. Na, 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 na. I also used to listen to this to relax. Hi, Legrong. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome, 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 welcome. Okay, are you guys ready to read? It was around 11:20 that night. I was dragging myself home exhausted after a tiring night study session at school. But there's no one on the street. Hi, Sophia. Which I thought was strange. I usually see a lot of people, even at night since my apartment complex is pretty big. Anyway, feeling scared, I kept looking down on the ground while walking home. Suddenly, a shadow stretching towards me caught my eyes, although there wasn't anyone around me. I looked up to see who there was, and saw a woman walking in front of me, but she looked a little strange. I could see that she looked crippled. She was limping and struggling to walk in front of me. Since she was walking very slow, I soon caught up with her. Up close, I was able to see her even better. She was wearing dirty pink pajamas, and looked as if all her joints in her body had been twisted. Worse, her hair was a mess, and sticking out everywhere. Seemed so weird that I stopped walking. I felt like I shouldn't get any closer to her, nor did I have the guts to pass her by. You know, why did the... Could you hear the sound? I couldn't hear it. Oh. Normally that would play a sound, I think. Also, hi, Lord of Ashes. This version did not have the sound. Fuck. Okay, whatever. You know, people say that if you are really surprised, you can't even scream. That was right. I froze there, not being able to move at all. Where's my baby? My thoughts were racing to her question. Oh my god. I didn't even know what I was thinking when I did that. It still gives me chills thinking of that moment. I answered, pointing as far as I could. Over there. I just wanted her to get away from me. Then she limped towards where I had pointed to, and I couldn't see her anymore. Fearing that I might run into her again, I tried to turn around and leave that apartment complex. I could not think of anything but to get to a place where there would be people around. At that moment, she is not here. I heard her screaming from far away. So I wasn't scared. Holy, hi Kettle. It's still coming. Hi Emerald. Sounded like burping. I know. I thought that was you burping. It wasn't. My pants. Weird ass noise. I know. Dog, I wasn't even paying attention. Hi Rick Zodiac. First part should have a neck cracking sound. I thought so too. I thought you were burping. I was not. You made me drop my croissant. I don't remember anything from then on. I heard that my neighbor found me passed out on the ground and took me home. In 2007, in an apartment complex in Bangcheong-dong, Gwanak-gu, Seoul, a 33-year-old woman jumped off the apartment and died on the spot. Known as Surname Cho, a divorcee due to an extramarital affair? Extramarital? I assume marital. She had lost her custody of her 2-year-old daughter and decided to commit suicide. After that incident, Cho was seen walking around that apartment complex several times. You tricked us. I didn't mean to. I got tricked too. Extra Martian affair. burp actually got me. Can you scroll up and do it again? No! That's scary. I didn't think that it was gonna play like that. That's funked up. The fact that it scrolls on its own adds so much to the jump scare. True. Freaky. Oh my. God, sorry for yelling. I thought that I was gonna be... Okay. I didn't think that the sound was gonna play, so I was like, okay, I'll just like hold in my surprise, because I know I'm gonna get got anyways. And then... This woman's getting extra marshals? Lucky. That might be the loudest noise in Nino Egg in history. That is not true. That is not true. Someone pull up the Lethal Company clip. Anyways, sorry for blowing your ears out. Sorry. There's another one that isn't as freaky. We knew what we were in for. We'll never get another Lethal Company scream again. That was legendary. I know. I don't know what fucking possessed me. That was so scary. Getting to play Lethal Company again. Not gonna lie, I don't know what it is about Lethal Company, but it does get me good. I do want to play it again sometime on stream. I know that it's kind of like past its quote-unquote like stream or expiration date, but I think Lethal Company is such a fun game. The original comic used Flash to rip control away from you and auto-scroll down so fast it went through a bunch of panels, making it look like her head was animated and turning at you, instead of here where it's actually animated. Wait, I do remember that. That was freaky. Sophia, thank you so much for calling. Thank you. And I was playing it today. True dat. Maybe I need to like invite the besties out again. Or yeah, I think it'd be fun to play with Lethal with the Ninos too. I think it did get archived, but I can't remember. I know that somebody recently posted a clip that they made. I still need to watch that though. I play Among Us alone, and how does that work? How exactly does that work? I wonder if Lethal has more scary mods now. I'm sure it does. I was never like a mod tinkerer really. How are you supposed to be able to smooch with that thingy on your face? I just like crack it against your skull. Ugh. More of a texture pack guy? No. The bad meme mods, yeah. I was like forced to download like a bunch of mods because some people were playing with them that I was playing with. I forget who. I think it was like a bunch of other VTuber girls had like a ton of mods downloaded. And I was like this is like funny and silly goofy, but I'm not usually like a mod player. Also, how should I do this smooch? Do you want granny smooch? Can't pat your head without with the big thing of yours. You can pat my medal. It's an ASMR stream, you gotta do an ASMR smooch. Mm-hmm. Thanks for the daily blessed granny smooch. There are other smooches. I think the other smooches work better with the other mic. I think. Can I turn your mouth valves? No. You're gonna take my jaw off, man. Anyways, I don't even know how that sounds. I don't know if that sounds like good or ASMR like. It sounds better with the 3DO because I can actually like physically kiss the mic, which is like humiliating. Don't have that. Don't think about it, okay? But you know. But these, it's like, like whatever. I can't. Do not think about it. Don't think about it. Erase it from your memory now. You didn't see mine? Shut up. I'm not answering any more questions. I think we need to read the rig. I think we do. I started seeing this face in between the medals, a long smile, and now I can't stop seeing the goofy ass face. I know. It does. I was thinking that too, but I was like, I'm not gonna point it out, because otherwise I just look like a weird duck. Wah. Making us listen to the Dementia soundtrack to erase our memories? True. Heartaches, heartaches, by loving you, my meow 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 meow. I don't know the lyrics. Your kiss was such a secret thing to me. I got put to sleep during Jeff the Killer, but that burp jump scare thing woke me up. Wait, really? Really? Alright. Maybe Arden will make another edited version of this VOD, lol. Ma, there's a weird duck outside. Where all the, like, yap filler will be cut out. I'm kidding. You don't have to. But, meow. Shall we read the rig? It would be 1 hour, I think. True. True that, true that. Shall we read? Shall we? Let's read the rig. Wait, I want to drink water actually. I think this will be the last story. Perhaps. Because I have pumpkin cake waiting for me in the fridge and I keep thinking about it and I want to eat it. And also because I should probably rest my voice for tomorrow. Oh yeah, I need to read Nanya's too. No, I just got here. Okay, we'll read this story and then we'll read the real horror story. I'm just kidding. Did we decide on parkour? Okay, tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's movie night. I think that we will watch the stupid Minecraft parkour thing. Okay, but guys, if we start watching it and I'm like, this is fucking stupid, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change it to like a normal movie. Yeah, I know. Too bad, but meow. I want to be able to be like lively and like whatever for the rest of the week. So it's pretty high level brain rot. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see. You watch TikTok? I'm sure you'll love it. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe. Maybe. Who's to say? Not the double typo, Mecha. We'll call you a parkour noon. Parkour for forever, though. Parkour noon. Lol. Lol. It's okay. I know what you meant. dip candied pumpkin in pumpkin ice cream. I feel like I'm the only girl that doesn't like pumpkin spice. But double chocolate frappuccino, or yeah, double chocolate mocha frappuccino though. That's my shit right there. Do you know what I'm talking about? Whatever. And you know, egg and chatter civilization, no one forgives typos. True! True! You don't know. No, I'm quoting something. I'm quoting like a stupid TikTok. I love pumpkin stuff. Put the cake on the mic, I wanna bite. Okay, fine, I'll cut you guys a slice. I suppose. A double chunk chocolate cookie. Maybe the Costco guys need to make ASMR. Double chunk chocolate cookie. Chicken bake. We're Costco guys. Is it a boom or a doom? I think that the double chunk chocolate cookie is a boom. Put a little poop on top. You can whisper that good. You haven't been doing that the whole time. Do you want me to do something whispery to you? Coffee, Cheetos, chicken. Coffee, Cheetos, chicken. It's just like hard to not make it pop though. We're Costco guys. You know we gotta go for the glizzy combo. Joe's barbecue and foot massage. You like the whispers? Do you? Is it good? Maybe. Spell I cup. I see you. Just kidding. I'm not doing it. Hey, don't look, what the fuck? I'm gonna kill you, The whispers are nice. Yippee! Na 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 na. Okay. For my ASMR recording, I'll try to do a lot of whispering. Is this the legendary edging ASMR I've seen in TikTok? I'm gonna kill you! I'm gonna kill you! You're dumb. You need to die. Wait. I cannot find the location of my canine companion. Should I check the Grand Canyon? Listen, it's like when they are gonna do the ASMR thing and then they don't, you dirty mind. You're the gutter bird here. You know what that implies. You know. You're the gutter bird. I don't really listen to ASMR, but your voice is very nice. Really? You mean that? You mean that? Meow. 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 Can you read a Pitbull line? Me gusta la Pepsi, me gusta la Coca, pero me gusta más el sabor de tu boca. Hey, don't make me read that stuff out. You're terrible. If I lie, make Chroma strike me down. True. You have a great whispering voice. Meow. I'm gonna kill you. Not Pitbull. Not Mr. Worldwide. Wait. Why is it raining all of a sudden? My rain sounds. Okay. Time for Nip, Kawakawa, Nino, and everyone. Good night, Nitro! Does that say I like the taste of your mouth? It says, I like Pepsi, I like Coke, but I like the taste of your mouth the most. But I didn't read it before I read it out loud. Rain sounds, but it's not raining. You're going crazy, man. It's been raining this whole time. Okay, shall we read? Hi, Baruki. Thank you so much for calling. Thank you. She didn't get it? What do you mean? She really is a Latina. I'm gonna kill you. Oh, did you hear that? Alright, let's read the rake, shall we? That's my elbow. Lol. Loud as fuck bones. My bad. That's my elbow. And my wrist. Okay. As the sun begins to set and the trees huddle together in small dark groups, as if shielding themselves against the coming of night, you step quietly and quickly through the carpet of fallen leaves and stray twigs. Stray twigs. Recognizing and noting as you do every rustle, every snap of a branch created by your own footfalls. You note them so that you can distinguish them from the other sounds. The soft rustling of leaves, the crack of bracken somewhere behind you. Bracken. You increase your speed, knowing that night is not the only thing drawing closer. The sound increases as your pace and heartbeats quicken. You turn, and in the fading light catch a single glimpse of the hunched, crawling thing that is pursuing you. Creeping forward like an animal, and yet looking so horribly human. You only caught a single glimpse, but then you start to run. One glimpse is enough. Yeah, I drink my milk. What the? Ah! Overview? I wonder if I'm supposed to read this. Whatever. Mostly associated with the image of a bald, pale-skinned creature hunched at an angle with bright orb-like eyes staring into the camera, the rake has become a staple creepypasta monster adopted by many authors as a shorthand for a creature resembling the one depicted in the photo and placed in various settings. Us? Yo, literally me? Stop it, Rachel, stop it! During the summer of 2003, events in the northeastern United States involving a strange human-like creature sparked brief local media interest before an apparent blackout was enacted. Little or no information was left intact, as most online and written accounts of the creature were mysteriously destroyed. Primarily focused in rural New York State, self-proclaimed witnesses told stories of their encounters with a creature of unknown origin. Emotions ranged from I'm starting to not be able to read. Emotions ranged from extremely traumatic levels of fright and discomfort to an almost childlike sense of playfulness and curiosity. While their published versions are no longer on record, the memories remained powerful. Several of the involved parties began looking for answers that year. In early 2006, the collaboration had accumulated nearly 24 documents dating between the 12th century and present day, spanning 4 continents. In almost all cases, the stories were identical. I've been in contact with a member of this group and was able to get some excerpts from their upcoming book, The Rake Creepypasta, A Suicide Note, 1964. As I prepare to take my life, I feel it necessary to assuage any guilt or pain I have introduced through this act. It is not the fault of anyone other than him, for once I awoke and felt his presence, and Once I awoke and saw his form. Once again, I awoke and heard his voice and looked into his eyes. I cannot sleep without fear of what I might next awake to experience. I cannot ever wake. Goodbye. Found in the same wooden box were 2 empty envelopes addressed to William and Rose, and 1 loose personal letter with no envelope. Dearest Linny, I have prayed for you. He spoke your name. A journal entry, translated from Spanish. Yo! 1880. I have experienced the greatest terror. I have experienced the greatest terror. I have experienced the greatest terror. I see his eyes when I close mine. They are hollow, black. They saw me and pierced me, his wet hand. I will not sleep. His voice. Unintelligible text. Advertisements. A mariner's log. 1691. He came to me in my sleep. From the foot of my bed I felt a sensation. He took everything. We must return to England. We shall not return here again at the request of the rake. Yo, literally me. From a Witness, 2006. 3 years ago, I had just returned from a trip from Niagara Falls with my family for the 4th of July. We were all very exhausted after a long day of driving, so my husband and I put the kids right to bed and called it a night. At about 4 a.m., I woke up thinking that my husband had gone up to use the bathroom. I used the moment to steal back the sheets only to wake him in my process. I apologized and told him I thought he got out of bed. When he turned to face me, he gasped and pulled his feet up from the end of the bed so quickly his knee almost knocked me out of the bed. He then grabbed me and said nothing. After adjusting to the dark for a half a second, I was able to see what caused the strange reaction. At the foot of the bed, sitting and facing away from us, there was what appeared to be a naked man or a large hairless dog of some sort. Its body position was disturbing and unnatural, as if it had been hit by a car or something. For some reason, I was not instantly frightened by it, but more concerned as to its condition. At this point, I was somewhat under the assumption that we were supposed to help him. My husband was peering over his arm and knee, tucked into the fetal position, occasionally glancing at me before returning to the creature. The creature. In a flurry of motion, the creature scrambled around the side of the bed and then crawled quickly in a flailing sort of motion right along the bed until it was less than a foot from my husband's face. The creature was completely silent for about 30 seconds, or probably closer to 5. It just seemed like a while. Just looking at my husband. The creature then placed its hand on his knee and ran into the hallway, leading to the kids' rooms. I screamed and ran for the light switch, planning to stop him before he hurt my children. When I got to the hallway, the light from the bedroom was enough to see it crouching and hunched over about 20 feet away. He turned around and looked directly at me, covered in blood. I flipped the switch on the wall and saw my daughter, Clara. The creature ran down the stairs while my husband and I rushed to help our daughter. She was very badly injured and spoke only once more in her short life. She said, "He is the rake." Dun, dun, dun. My husband drove his car onto a lake that night while rushing our daughter to the hospital. He did not survive. Being a small town, news got around pretty quickly. The police were helpful at first, and the local newspaper took a lot of interest as well. However, the story was never published, and the local television news never followed up either. For several months, my son Justin and I stayed in a hotel near my parents' house. After we decided to return home, I began looking for answers myself. I eventually located a man in the next town over who had a similar story. We got in contact and began talking about our experiences. He knew of 2 other people in New York who had seen the creature we now refer to as the Rake. It took the 4 of us about 2 solid years of hunting on the internet and writing letters to come up with a small collection of what we believed to be accounts of the Rake. None of them gave any details, history, or follow-up. One journal had an entry involving the creature in its first 3 pages, and never mentioned it again. A ship's log explained nothing of the encounter, saying only that they were told to leave by the Rake. That was the last entry in the log. There were, however, many instances where the creature's visit was one of a series of visits with the same person. Multiple people also mentioned being spoken to, my daughter included. This led us to wonder if the Rake had visited any of us before our last encounter. Hold on, I want to put chapstick on. It'd be kind of cute to think that the Rake would turn to VTubing because they can't be seen in order to socialize to make friends. What the hell? Has anyone seen the Rake and Dino in the same room? He's literally me though. What if I was an evil, disgusting creature and I was just posing? I don't know. What if, like, you guys... What if there was, like, Nino sightings and you guys all saw that I was, like, a big, like, lanky, scary creature? I've seen Nino and the Rake in the same backyard. She stepped on it and smacked her in the face. Shut up! Shut up! I'd use a Pokeball on you, probably. What the hell? Are you trying to kidnap me? Nino sighting in Japan? So true. I would hit the Bigfoot walk, I suppose. Okay. There were, however, many instances where the creature's visit was one of a series of visits with the same person. Gulp. Multiple people also mentioned being spoken to, my daughter included. This led us to wonder if the Rake had visited any of us before our last encounter. I set up a digital recorder near my bed and left it running all night every night for 2 weeks. I would tediously scan through the sounds of me rolling around in my bed every day until I woke up. By the end of the 2nd week, I was quite used to the occasional sound of sleep while blurring through the recording at 8 times the normal speed. This still took almost an hour every day. Advertisements. Can't have this thing roaming around. Fuck you. On the first day of the 3rd week, I thought I heard something different. What I found was a shrill voice. It was the Rake. I can't listen to it long enough to even begin to transcribe it. I haven't let anyone listen to it yet. All I know is that I've heard it before, and I now believe that it spoke when I was sitting in front of my husband. I don't remember hearing anything at the time, but for some reason the voice on the recorder immediately brings me back to that moment. The thoughts that must have gone through my daughter's head made me very upset. I have not seen the Rake since he ruined my life, but I know that he has been in my room while I slept. I know in fear that one night I'll wake up to see him staring at me. Is that really it? What the? That's it. Kind of. Man, I stuttered all the way through that. I think I'm doomed. Hi, Mammy! Hi, Reza! You know, so cute. Why, you like that? That's literally me. Hello. Alright, I guess now I'll read Nanya's... Nanya's script. Where is it? Where is it, you motherfucker? Wait, I'm trying to find it. the music off for full effect?
No, man. I need the music.
I think I need it. I think I really do. What the hell? Where is it? Oh, here it is. Yeah. I think the author gets a say in the matter. I think no. Or pulling out the camcorder. Come on, Nino. Shut up. Alright. As your boss, I think you gotta take the L on this one, man. Sorry, but that part's mine. Here, though. You can use my duffel bag as a sleeping bag. You know, 'cause you're so small. Just let me grab my plush. Huh? Henry? Where's Henry? No fucking way. There's no way I left him at home. I can't sleep without him. What am I gonna do? I need to kill myself, I think. Listening to Nina's? Huh? He'll be my... What? You idiot! You want me to... You seem like a... You're so dumb! But it is kind of mean to make you sleep on the floor, so... I guess we can share the freaking bed. Just stay on your side, and if you try anything funny, I'll kill you! Come on, get up here before I change my mind. Shorty, shorty. You a stool, little guy? Maybe a ladder? Lol. Okay, come here. Audibly strains to lift Nino's... God, you're heavy. There, happy? Now turn that light off already. I'm fucking tired after that trip. And no, I'm not kissing your forehead goodnight. How do you kiss my fist goodnight, motherfucker? Pow, pow, pow! Now go to sleep, dummy. Wait, this is a whispering part. Hey. Hey. Are you up? Holy shit, I should have done this while drinking. I need you. Not like that, you sicko. Just come here. I can't sleep without something soft to hold on to, so... Shut up! It's not like that, okay? It was your idea anyways, remember? Whatever. I'll just... You'll do it? Well... Come on then. Alright, I'll put my arm here. If you tell anyone about this, you're seriously dead, okay? I hope you know. So be a good plushie and just be quiet, and no moving either. Just relax and let me hold you. I can't say this last part though. I can't. I can't. I really can't. I really can't. I can't. I really can't. I really can't. I can't. I can't. You are nice and warm and soft, except for hey, what's that in your robe? I can't. 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 Hi, Buster. I need to kill myself. So brave. Alright guys, this stream's unarchived. I'm sorry that I talked through it. You guys can edit out the parts of me cringing out of my skull. Okay, Jigsaw, turn the trap on. True! Jigsaw, please. Yeah, gamers. Is it funny when you cringe? You think so? Sorry, this thing has been. Sorry if you've been hearing that throughout this. By the way, my freaking arm, my what are they called? My chair's arms, kind of snap around sometimes. Hi, oh man. Supercut and Nino cringing into another dimension when? Dog, that happens like every stream. That happens every stream when you guys do like a stupid Hawk Tua joke. I'm glad you liked it so much. Yes, of course. Even though I cringe because I'm embarrassed to act out whatever things, I do appreciate you writing the silly little stories that you do. I do think it's impressive that you're able to somehow capture my essence so well. Yes, armrest. Sorry, I was just... I'm having a brain fart, okay? Also, hi, Hokyo Dreams. Hello. People who still do those jokes need to go to a comedy school. Yeah. That was accurate then? No comments. No comments. Thank you for the stream, you know. The VOD's up anyways. I'm gonna listen and fall asleep to it afterwards. Well, I hope that the fucking burp later doesn't wake you up. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. ASMR is not really something I'm very good at yet, but I appreciate you guys listening and hanging out. I think that we will raid Miss Essie today, because I love Essie. I do. It was a nice stream. Yippee! It's really fun raiding you. Yippee! Thanks for the stream. It was fun. Yeah, man. Thank you guys for watching. And tomorrow we're doing movie night, okay? It was neat. Thank you for stream. Thank you for hanging out. I'm gonna go eat my pumpkin cake. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. And it's gonna be awesome. And yeah. Sorry I'm not good at reading. I'll get better. Yeah. Enjoy the cake. Yippee! Sleep tight, don't get Jeff killed. True. Guys, look under your seats. The meat worm is there. Ah! You were good, what do you mean? Whatever. I'm just feeling a little self-conscious, I suppose. Hi, Color Geist. Enjoy the cake for us? Yeah, man. Of course. Thank you guys for being nice to me. I'll get better and better too. Happy Halloween! Micro meatworm. You do not! Don't say that! Okay, we're going quick. Let's go say hi to Essie. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. And